The US President-elect Donald Trump's cabinet is slowly taking shape. Trump's picks include Mike Huckabee, who will be the US envoy to Israel, and Pete Hegseth, who is set to lead the US military. And in the following report, we ask how Trump's cabinet will approach the ongoing wars in Gaza and in Lebanon. Take a look.
The cabinet of the US President-elect is slowly taking shape in the face of complex West Asia conflict. Donald Trump has finalized his team. These are some of the prominent names one will hear over the next few months who will implement US policies for West Asia. One of the top names in this list of appointments is Mike Huckabee, slated to be the next US ambassador to Israel. Huckabee, the former governor of Arkansas, has a track record of hardline pro-Israel rhetoric. He previously said Israel has a rightful claim to the West Bank. In his 2017 interview with CNN, Huckabee said there is no such thing as occupation. Huckabee refers to the West Bank by its biblical names, Judea and Samaria. Trump's nomination drew immediate praise from senior Israeli officials and a backlash from Palestinians whose cause Huckabee has neglected in the past.
I want to congratulate my dear friend, Governor Mike Huckabee. I think he will be a great ambassador to Israel. He is very familiar with the facts on the ground. I think he visited Israel dozens of times. He had like a yearly visit to Israel, and I had the honor to escort him. Also after October 7th, he came and I took him to visit the sites on Kfar Aza, Be'eri, and other locations where the massacre took place. So we will welcome him and we will be expecting his arrival.
The general sentiment among Palestinians is that election of Donald Trump will be a setback for the Palestinian cause. This belief is based on two factors. First, the experience from Trump's previous term, during which he demonstrated significant bias towards Israel. Second, the appointments he made, including that of future US ambassador to Israel.
Steven Witkoff is Trump's pick for the next Middle East envoy. Witkoff raised a vast amount of money for the Trump campaign, including from Jewish voters after the Biden administration stopped shipping some bombs to Israel. Fox News host Pete Hegseth will be the Secretary of Defense in the Trump administration. Critics have questioned the 44-year-old Army veteran's lack of prior experience in leading such a vast government organization. Pete has criticized the so-called woke policies pursued by Pentagon leaders and has expressed his disdain for women in combat roles. Trump believes Hegseth fits perfectly into the America First policy. Replacing Antony Blinken in the new US administration is Marco Rubio. Considered a foreign policy hawk, Rubio has been highly critical of China and Iran that are considered the US's top economic and geopolitical adversaries. On the Gaza war, like Trump, Rubio has been staunchly behind Israel, calling Hamas a terrorist organization that must be eliminated. He says America's role is to resupply Israel with the military materials needed to finish the job. To deal with ceasefire negotiations and intelligence operations on the ground, Trump patted his former intelligence director John Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe has criticized how Democratic President Joe Biden's administration has approached the conflict in West Asia. In an article published in June, he argued that Biden's threat to withhold weapons shipments to Israel over its military actions in Gaza had put a key ally at risk. He also argued that the administration had not been tough enough on Iran. Ratcliffe, if confirmed, will be the first person to have served both as Director of National Intelligence and Chief of the CIA. The CIA Director, who reports to DNI, oversees a staff of 21,000 people providing US policymakers with insight on global security threats.